Could have been. How long did he work out the base? Do you know?
I don't know.
It could have been years ago, and they cleaned up the act. And maybe they didn't, but you know, who knows?
Well, I
So
can
far, we
take
haven't
you
found
4 or
anything.
5 sites. You know what I mean? Well, they
I don't
need
know
to
that
stop. The FBI's going to eventually go back on that.
Well, I'll call Scott and see what's
Because he
going on.
found, see the worker, I was on the federal grand jury then.
Uh-huh.
Back in 1980, Judge Woods was killed in San Antonio. I was on that federal grand jury. And I worked for the railroad, Southern Pacific, and I moved up there because I worked for the Dallas-Austin line. That's, you know, there's a San Antonio division in Dallas. So I moved up there at Lake Swackney, you know, when we lived at Lake. So we had a little rent house. Well, my sister-in-law moved up there, and when the workers, the brothers started dating my sister, and he told me, sit there for an hour and a half to tell me how DMRO was selling. And before that, I had worked at Fort Sam Houston, and we used to go out to check the surplus.
How long ago was that?
From 75 and 78 range. But
But you mean you knew about them burying and stuff in 75, 78, you just now told me?
oh, I reported it back in 1990. I reported all this.
Well,
back
it
in
happened 70-something, and you waited till 1990 something?
Well, the EPA didn't start in 1980.
Oh, you reported it to them?
Anybody else? Prior
What?
to that? You didn't contact them?
No, because when they was burying drums, the worker, dock worker, I said, isn't that illegal? And he said, no, Texas Water Commission gave us permission to bury it.
Did you verify that with Texas Water Commission?
Oh, I went out to them, no, he texted me, and they said, oh, 4 or 5 years, still Bynum, and he's disappeared. There's a May Wong now with the FBI.
I still want to focus on our issue is with DRMO on the base.
I know.
That's about all we can handle. The rest is the FBI or
Yeah, I
somebody
know.
else's, okay? So, is this all you know is what your friend told you about DRMO in Corpus?
Yeah.
Okay. Give us a chance to run it to ground, all right? So
Okay,
far,
now they're
we've
getting
bumped into
contamination
nothing.
at Oso Creek. And they're currently having meetings and stuff.
They don't even have, well,
DMRO
yeah, but we don't know where the contamination is coming from,
the
right?
Department of Marketing and Reutilization.
I know what DRMO is.
Okay. They reutilize, which y'all consider garbage or throwaway. They want to reutilize it. So what they did with the Agent Orange, they changed the name from Agent Orange to generic non-selective weed killer. They reutilized it, and they sold 4,000 or 8,000, close to 30,000 barrels in the state of Texas.
So to who?
Texas surplus.
Where are they located?
San Antonio, they got 5 locations here.
That's easily verifiable. Ooh, women, how old is this?
I told them. I've been fighting these people since 1990.
What you fighting them for?
What?
Because of what they did to your family? Or?
Yeah, Sabine, I built a brand new Jim Waters home. They condemned it because I didn't have a permit. I turned them in.
Where's that at?
They can get sued for that. You can't poison somebody's drinking water. It's illegal. It's homicide. It's
Where
murder.
did
It's
this happen?
homicide. Lake Swackney, east of Dallas.
That's what you had the home at?
Yeah, a lake home. I got run off and broke my jaw. Tried to kill me.
Who
What?
did that?
What?
Who did that?
Sabine and Texas Water Commission.
You know the fellow's name?
Yep.
What's his name?
Kirk Stewart.
He broke your jaw?
No, they had me set up.
How'd they set you up?
Oh, it's complicated. But you know, they had me arrested and rearrested and beat up in jail. But you know what? And I pleaded
They
not
had you arrested
guilty
for?
of injury to children. But you know, they dismissed all those charges.
About its water?
Kaufman?
Kaufman County?
Yeah. State of Texas is bad. Water Commission is bad. You know
I
that
don't
building.
know that.
You know what the building they got at Texas A&M that Water Commission's in. You know who owns that building? That leases it to them? The General Services Commission. The same people at Texas Surplus took over Texas Surplus Jones that has the 300 drums buried on their property. So you think Texas Water Commission will turn them in? That was their payoff for letting them cover up the drums. I went out there with a metal detector and picked them up. I know exactly where they are.
And how long ago did you do that?
90?
How long have you been living in Corpus?
90?
90? All right.
You need to keep an eye, because I'm going to get on this frac closure. I'm going to run it on the consumer side. You know?
I think it's over though. All
No,
the decisions been made.
they still have to have a closure and realignment, just like Kelly. They got to have a committee.
Yeah, you don't get involved in those things. Well, we're
Well,
gonna
when you
go.
find
I'm gonna
consumer-
run your guy's name down, or see if he's still in the records. And then we go over to DRMO quite frequently, and to be honest with you, I haven't seen anything like this over there. So we'll have to go back into some records. It sounds like though, and but I don't think the military has had Agent Orange for a long, long time, and I don't
They
believe
still
they
got it
have it
over in
around
Germany.
here at all.
They still got it in Germany.
Well, they don't have it here because this is just training base, so there's no reason for it to be here.
DMRO is not Navy, and DMRO is not Air Force.
I realize
DMO
that,
is
but-
separate.
I realize that, but what I'm concerned with is DRMO on our base, because that's where you're saying the people are getting it or
Yeah.
dumping it or whatever.
Mhm.
So that's what we're concerned
Okay.
with.
Is
Okay?
DRMO still at Caldwell?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I would imagine. I mean, it's a big organization, I should say.
See, the big difference, the Air Force screwed y'all bad when they gave y'all Caldwell. But the Navy, they did.